Now I'm going to show you how to make a gorgeous vegetarian dolma. Now dolmas is a vegetable or a vegetable leaf stuffed with a mixture of rice and sometimes lamb or rice and vegetables. I've got this awesome recipe. It's delicious and it's kind of Iraqi style. So here we go. I'm using silver beet today. So first of all, I start by removing the stalk because we're going to use these leaves to roll around my mixture. And I'm going to reserve these stalks, and I'll show you why later. So we're actually going to blanch these leaves, make them nice and soft, and then roll our filling up in it. But I'm also going to use the stalk for the actual filling. And for this recipe, you're going to need about 24 of these. So I suggest you start planting them if you like the look of this recipe. Right, now all I'm going to do with these stems is just lop the little end off, because we don't like that. And then I'm going to finely dice them and add them to my rice mixture. And this is a wonderful way of using all of the vegetable. Right, we'll just line them up and chop, chop away. Now we only need a cup of this, so I reckon I've got about a cup there. So we're just gonna pop that into this bowl. And then I'll just use these stalks as the base on my baking tray. They'll come in handy later. Now we're just going to blanch these leaves in boiling water, about 3 at a time. We just need them to become a little bit more pliable, but we don't want them to lose their colour. That's pretty good, perfect. Into the colander. Okay, I think we can squash those last ones in. They're behaving very well. I love the way they become just that little bit more vibrant once they're blanched. And now we're just going to refresh these in icy water. And this way they'll maintain their lovely, bright, vibrant green colour. Back into the colander again, and then we're ready to make our filling. Now we're ready to roll. Right, and now to cook the rice. We're going to do it kind of risotto style. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the pot, and then some diced onion, and some crushed garlic cloves. So in goes the garlic. So the wonderful thing about making a dolma is you've really got a license to put any flavours that you want in there. Different countries treat it differently, and what I've done is I've sort of given it a bit of an Arabic spin, and I've got 8 lovely spices here which are really going to make it taste authentic. So that onion's looking fabulous. We're just going to add 1 1/4 cups of basmati rice. Now, you can do this also with a borio rice, but I wanted to stick in with the kind of Middle Eastern Arabic theme. So basically, we're just cooking off the starch for about a minute or 2. Now it's time for the spices. I've made a little mixture of spices here of cumin and coriander and pepper and paprika and nutmeg and cardamom. And this is going to give it a really wonderful, authentic flavour. Silver beet stalks and the tomato. So we'll just stir this for another 2 minutes and then we're ready to add the stock. This is smelling delicious. Now I'm going to add some sultanas to give it a little sweetness, a nice generous squeeze of lemon juice, and then we're going to add 2 cups of vegetable stock. So all at once goes in. Give it a stir, and then you don't have to stand over it the whole time. It takes about 15 minutes to absorb. So the mixture has cooled a little. It's super delicious and it's just the perfect texture. It's not quite cooked. And so it will finish cooking in the tray. So now I'm going to add some lovely fresh herbs to this. I've got some parsley, some dill and some coriander. So we just finely chop that all up. You could put any herbs in really, like mint works really nicely with this combination of flavours. Could use basil. And we add it to the mix. And we're just going to mix those herbs in, and they're going to give it so much fresh flavour. So I'm baking these in the oven. Now, traditionally, they're baked in a pot with a plate on top and quite a bit of liquid and on top of the stove. But I find it much easier to just bake them in the oven. And I've laid a few of my stalks out. I've got a few sort of daggy leaves on top here, and I can use them on the bottom of the dish, and that stops the dolmas from burning on the bottom. So we lay down a few leaves, And the choice is yours. I like to roll them inside out so you actually get the veins on the outside because I think they look more interesting. Here we go. Now you just have to cross over those little bits where we cut the stalk out to make it more secure. And basically just a spoonful in each leaf. And here we go. So we just roll over, tucking in the sides. You've got to keep it nice and tight. And see what I mean by the little veins on the outside? It looks really gorgeous. And then we just pop that into the tray. As simple as that. This is a great one to get the whole family involved. Lucky last one. Into the tray. Now, all I do is drizzle over some olive oil, half a cup of veggie stock, juice of 1 lemon. This is going to keep them lovely and juicy. So I'll just cover them with foil. And they go into a 160-degree oven for about 25 minutes. And that's it.